Chris, well, let's get into this, huh?
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Oh, hang on. Got a problem. Never mind. There you are.
Nope. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yo.
Going on, Chris?
Hey, Jamie, how are you?
I'm freaking-tastic. How are you?
You know what? I'm great because I've stayed hydrated today.
Is that an alpaca?
Yeah, sure.
What's the
I don't
difference?
know.
What's the difference between an alpaca and a llama?
Do I look like an animal doctor to you?
No. I think llamas are bigger and heavier.
You know more than I do about alpacas and llamas.
All right. Well, everyone, welcome to the animal podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the FTC and Microsoft trial, because Microsoft has been revealing a lot of juicy details about itself, and I think it's pretty funny.
I think that it is definitely funny. I also think that it's funny where some of the focus has been.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
So, before we jump into everything, we should probably update everybody on our what we got going on. So this week we started a TikTok and we dipped our toe in the proverbial waters of YouTube Shorts as well. We figured if we're going to make one, we might as well just make both of those. So I spent a better part of 2 or 3 hours with the help of Silk helping me learn because I'm an old man and the learning curve is very high. Making one TikTok video. But it's out there, damn it. So
it is out there, and it is not my finest moment either. It's very not good.
Very not good.
Very
yes,
not good.
You can find us same name, completely unrelated 740. So look us up on there. Check out our epic gaming plays, our miserable fails, just any random shenanigans we happen to come across and record and put out into the world to make fun of us.
It's gonna be terrible. No, I don't think either of us are very good at video games.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's the whole premise here, right?
I hope that you guys find it charming about how bad we are.
Endearing and relatable if you're also bad, or just make fun of us if you're better than us. It doesn't matter to me.
I would love to be made fun of if it means you keep coming back.
True.
Like that.
Like this.
Lord.
We also have some new engagement. I don't know what you call them because again, I don't know the hip lingo.
I have no. What are you talking about? What are your
commands? We have some new commands for chat. So
yeah, you set them up. So you let them know about
them. You would. You know what?
I don't know what they are.
You just talk for a second, and I'll look them back up again.
All right. So what do you think the juiciest detail about this whole FTC thing is so far?
The juiciest detail, I think the juiciest detail is Microsoft is making a very, very pointed look into expanding aggressively into Japan.
Yeah, they talked about possibly purchasing Square Enix.
Yes, which they didn't say they only said that they looked at purchasing Square Enix and decided to purchase Activision Blizzard, but they didn't say that they're not still pursuing purchasing Square Enix.
Yeah, I think at one point there was a new email revealed that Microsoft also wanted to buy Sega and Bungie again to expand further into the Japanese market because right now that is where their hardware sales are lacking the most over in the Asian market. But that was all the way. Sega was all the way back into. They talked about buying them, or the email revealed that they wanted to buy them back in 2020. Square Enix is their newest. They wanted to dip their toes in the water with Square Enix, but they wanted to buy Square Enix specifically for mobile games, right? Mobile Game Pass, right? They want
yeah. So that's where. So there was an interesting statement from this Microsoft CEO of gaming, Phil Spencer, where he said that something along the lines of like, if they want to get into the mobile gaming, he said it was very imperative to us if we were going to remain relevant and grow relevance in the market. We're going to have to find mobile customers for Xbox.
Yeah, and that stems from they tried to they sorry Microsoft doesn't really do mobile games as of yet, so their whole Xbox Cloud, like that's what they were trying. That's how they were going to try to get into that market through the cloud on your phone and stuff, and it hasn't really been working out for them. As far as I can tell, the only reason that I use Xbox Cloud, and I don't even know if you use it, but when I'm downloading Game Pass games, I'll boot it up on the cloud and play it until it's downloaded, and then I'll go play the downloaded game. That's the only way I use it. I've never once used it on my phone.
I also have never used it on my phone.
Really?
Nor would that even like cross my mind to use it on the phone.
Yeah.
I do know that Silk will play Minecraft on his phone every once in a while, but that's not that's different.
My brain doesn't work. Like my thumbs don't work on a phone, but they do in a controller. So I can't play it. SOT.
Yeah, it's
what's SOT?
sensory. It's like sensory to me. What's what?
Jen she plays SOTN on her phone sometimes.
Oh, Symphony of the Night.
Oh,
Castlevania.
Okay. Yeah.
You cut out. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. So I just said okay.
Technical difficulties.
You sound fine.
Okay, well, while Jamie's off playing, I'm going to reveal some of the new commands that we have. If you type !socials, we now have our TikTok up on there. If you type !excuses, that will keep a running tally, and it will tell us whenever we make an excuse for our terrible gameplay, and it will count up from there. It will just keep a running tally. Also, I wonder.
Can you hear me now?
Jamie's just laughing.
Can you not hear me?
Oh no, I can't hear you through Discord.
Yeah, they can hear me, but you can't hear me.
I can hear you now.
Oh, all right.
What happened?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, good.
That's
so you could hear me.
I could hear you the whole time. That's why I was laughing.
That's so weird. Anyway, still blaming it on you. Anyway, so it'll keep a running tally of an excuse if any of us make an excuse for our terrible gameplay. If you type !lurk in the chat, it will put your username and is lurking nearby. So that's lurkers are welcome in our chat. We do not frown on lurkers. And then the last one is !prime will give you options to go and sub to our channel. And now that we're all back on the same page and everyone can hear everybody, Where were we?
I don't know because I lost all train of thought when I started dying laughing.
That's funny.
No, but the reason the FTC is trying to like stop Microsoft from acquiring Activision Blizzard is for monopolistic practices. They think that it'll create a rift in the gaming community and like one,
That's one theory.
yeah, and I don't. So like I understand where they're coming from, but also they're dead last of the big three. Like so, like I feel like them acquiring Activision Blizzard is just them trying to compete. That's my and like I feel like that's the point that Xbox is trying to make here too, is that they're not because in one of the hearings, I don't know if you read this, but Xbox admitted that they lost the console wars.
Oh, I did not
Yeah,
see that
they
portion
said
of it.
that officially on the record. They're like, we lost the console war, and so and obviously, I mean, if they
A
lost,
bit of
why are they?
strategy, I think.
Oh yeah, 100%. They're trying to make themselves look bad so the deal goes through. I mean,
Right.
it is what it is. But I just thought that was interesting that they admitted that, and like, I mean, the numbers show that like they are dead last in sales, like, and this whole thing with Activision Blizzard, obviously the big one. No offense, Chris, but Call of Duty is the juggernaut from Activision Blizzard.
Yawn.
But yeah, COD is lame. But I I feel like them getting that because they make it's like over $1 billion every time they release a Call of Duty game, and I think 800 million of that is sold on PlayStation. Like those numbers, that difference is just crazy. So even if they did acquire Activision Blizzard, I think it would be important for them to keep releasing it on PlayStation because that's where all the revenue is.
Oh,
You don't just
yes.
buy something and just cut off your biggest revenue source. That's kind of like shooting yourself in the foot, you know.
Yeah, I think that the other big reason why the FTC is trying to shut this down is I'm pretty sure that the FTC is just a bunch of Sony fanboys.
Do explain.
uh, so I don't know. They're just harping on Sony so much instead of focusing on what they should be focusing on, which is competitiveness in the industry and what's good for the customer. Microsoft acquiring Activision Blizzard is not bad for us as consumers and customers. It's actually a good thing because brings brings Xbox further along, not more further along than Sony, but it more evens out the playing field. So I think that what they're doing is focusing too much on, or what they did, because I think deliberation's over, right? Like the whole thing's over. We're just waiting.
Yeah, waiting for the judge to make a decision. And this isn't like there is no jury in this. The judge has the final say on whether the acquisition can go through or not.
Well, I think it's the judge has the final say on the injunction.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's not the judge has a final say on the acquisition. It's the judge has a final say on whether or not there's a deeper dive into the acquisition before it happens.
Yeah.
But the reason why it's such a big important decision is, and to what you said, 90% of the time in a business acquisition, you're trying to acquire things quickly. So if if the injunction is granted, then it'll more than likely kill the deal.
Yeah.
So I we'll see how it goes.
And I wonder if the reason this is obviously such a big deal because Activision Blizzard, the largest publishing company in the world in the gaming industry. But I wonder if it stems more from them acquiring Bethesda and ZeniMax. Not what was it 2 years ago now? Whenever they acquired them, I wonder if they're making such a big deal because like, well, you already snatched Skyrim, like for all intents and purposes, like
Right.
like can't have Call of Duty too. You know what I'm saying? And like,
That's so funny.
I mean that's what it is. Like they're
It
buying
it is.
like sure they're buying Activision Blizzard and they're buying all these games, but like the most important topic is they're buying Call of Duty.
Yes, I mean that's what they're focusing on
Yeah,
because it's the lion's share of the acquisition. You know, that's where the bread and butter is, so to speak.
they they were also like they were badgering Phil Spencer a lot. They were trying to get him. They were trying to like trap him. I don't know. Did you see any? Did you watch any of it?
I did. I
Okay.
watched and I took like Phil Spencer James Weingarten.
Yeah, yeah,
That dynamic was really interesting because Weingarten was like pressing, saying, "Hey," basically saying, "We need you to say right now on record that you
under
are
oath.
not, yes, that you are not gonna pull COD from any of the platforms."
Yeah, and to Phil Spencer's credit, he can't say definitively, oh, like it's gonna be on all consoles forever. Like obviously he can't say that, but
Right.
but the way he handled it, I thought it was admirable. Like he was like, I like our intention is not to pull it from any platform. We will keep it on Sony platforms for as long as we can.
Yeah,
And
and that's been their position way before this.
this whole time,
Well, and I thought the other funny thing was the Switch when they were asking him about this like porting it to Switch, and they were like, "Well, we missed that boat the first time, so we're definitely going to be looking into it." Well, yeah, when the Switch is now the third most selling gaming console in the history of the universe, then you obviously missed some sort of analysis there where we don't want to put it on the Switch. Well, you done fucked up. What did you think about the oh, are you wait, can say something? Can I still hear you?
yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I looked over at the screen and you were laughing, so I thought that maybe
Oh
we had cut
no,
out again.
no.
Uh, what did you make about the long-term ambitions that were released in that document from Nadella
From who?
to the from the CEO of Microsoft, like the actual CEO, not the CEO of gaming,
Yeah,
but like the CEO. He released a document outlining their ambitions until 2030, and it included $500 billion in revenue. No
yeah.
video.
I don't know why I hit that button.
You're the best around. I don't think that's a terrible thing though.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah, I don't. I personally don't see anything wrong with this acquisition. Like, I think it's good for the. I think it's good for gaming in general because like Microsoft in general, like they can't really compete on like the games quality level. I guess like your Last of Us, your Uncharted's, your Ghost of Tsushima. Like they don't have those games, and at least not yet. They acquired a bunch of first party studios now, so like who knows? That could change. Hopefully, it changes. But like Game Pass, like they're the most pro consumer company, video game company out right now. Like Nintendo products never go on sale, and Sony like they don't have anything else. Like they don't have a market like Xbox does. Like they stay in their lane. They make these giant first party adventure games, and like that's what they do, and they just keep pumping them out, and they're awesome. But like they don't do like a Game Pass kind of thing.
Right. I mean, I think that like Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, all of those, they're still like $50 or $60.
Yeah, yeah. Like
So
you can't buy those games at a discount price.
Yeah, unless you get them secondhand somewhere,
Yeah.
physical copy secondhand somewhere.
But no, I didn't see anything about Nadella's goal. I'm interested to hear more. Go ahead.
Yeah, they said a 10% year over year growth with the potential to hit $500 billion by 2030. Now, I think that's $500 billion total. There's no way that's $500 billion.
Just for that year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's probably what.
Yeah, that's yeah, because yeah, because Microsoft's net worth right now is 2.5 trillion. And they want to be like their market cap grew and they want their market cap to grow to 5 trillion by 20. That's ridiculous.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of
That's
money.
a lot. That's a lot of money. Ha!
That's a
I'm
lot
in a
of
tight
money.
spot.
Wouldn't it be nice to be worth that much money?
I think that it would be nice to be worth one
Single dollar.
millionth, 1 millionth of that. Like we're out here. We're out here. Our goal is 50 or 60 followers. So you know what? One day we'll be Activision Blizzard.
Will we? We want to get we want to get into making games and publishing games.
Why not?
Why not? I'll do anything.
I mean, let's start with I've never been involved in the design of a game before.
I think a lot of people at the tippy top, probably haven't either. They're just there signing checks.
If I can make $5 trillion, I'll sign some checks too.
Ain't a kidding.
And let the public bash me all they want.
That's right.
I do that now, and I don't make any money.
Did I see something about Microsoft trying to buy Niantic too?
They were considering, so the companies they were considering that were brought up were Zynga.
I knew Zynga.
And Niantic, and then the Sega Sammy and Square Enix were the four that were specifically brought up for the mobile space.
I wonder how the licensing issue, if they bought Niantic, would work because of Pokemon Go.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Because if Microsoft owned
Niantic, yeah, then Nintendo would have to.
I wonder who published that game, like on the App Store and such. Lauren's playing Pokemon Go right now.
It was Niantic that published it on the App Store.
Okay.
So I wonder if they have some sort of deal
with, yeah. That's interesting. I never thought about that.
Are you talking?
Yeah, I am talking right now.
So what had happened again?
That's weird. But yeah, well, I don't know. I don't think
take it away.
I don't
Keep
think
talking,
it would be
Jamie.
as big a deal because like Microsoft and Nintendo already have a pretty good relationship. Like because oh my god. This is nuts. Technical difficulty. Did you lose all audio? All of it? That's funny. Noobs. Hey, it's not my fault. My stuff's working just fine. I can hear him just fine.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hey, there we go.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Noobs. Hey, Silk, knock it off. That's hurtful.
Knock it off, dude.
I've worked in Blender and Unity, so I can teach you. I'm assuming you covered all this already.
No, I'm just now seeing that for the first time too.
Lauren's playing Pokemon Go.
I did say that. I did mention that.
Nerds.
Nerds.
All right. Well, that was fun. Again.
I wonder what's causing that.
I don't know. I'm not losing stability. Anyway, let's just push past it.
I wonder what Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I didn't have anything else.
I wonder what like what the future of cloud gaming is going to be like short term. Because right now, like Stadia, and then what was Amazon Luna or whatever it was called, and then Xbox Cloud Gaming. I feel like Xbox Cloud Gaming is the one that took off the most, but I still feel like it didn't get as much use as Microsoft wanted it to. And there's been a lot of talk about it during this, specifically because they've been telling everybody that they're not competing. So like, or they're not competing at the level that they want to. So I wonder if they're going to start pushing for that to get games in more hands.
Uh, I would probably think that that's probably a huge contributing factor to what they're trying to do right here is they're wanting to be the first to push up and over the top of whatever this barrier is that we're hitting with mobile gaming. I mean, we can't play Pokemon Go and Raid Shadow Legends forever.
I've never played Raid Shadow Legends.
I also have never played Raid Shadow Legends.
I
Oh
see,
my
I see,
gosh.
I see the ads for it all the time. Can you not hear me again? Oh dear, whack. Now I can't hear anything.
I got no sound.
Weird.
I could just randomly talk. Because if you can hear me and I can't hear you. LOL.
Oh my. Um,
Take it away. I'm going into my settings.
you're going into your settings.
All right, I'm back.
Can you hear me?
I can.
All right.
I heard you say you're going into your settings.
Did say that.
So rude.
Sorry, buddy.
Talking shit when you think I can't hear you.
I'm trying to find this. I was listening to IGN GameScoop, and last week they had a bunch of they had this. I forget what the article was about, but they were talking about it in there, and I'm trying to find it because it was very interesting from Rebecca Valentine.
So a thing that I came across, and I don't know if anybody else was like paying attention to it. I'm sure that I can't be the only person, but the thing that made me laugh the most was when Weingarten was talking to Jim Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
and and they as in Microsoft gave Sony a list of games on Activision Blizzard that would not be pulled from PlayStation platforms.
Mm-hmm.
In the list of titles, uh, Jim Ryan pointed out. Oh, it was Spencer. That's who it was. So Jim Ryan pointed out that Overwatch was on the list.
Of games to not be pulled.
Yes,
Oh,
there is no Overwatch anymore. It's Overwatch 2 now. Like Overwatch 2 completely replaced Overwatch 1. So there I don't know if that was just like a little cheekiness that they were throwing in there,
huh.
but it had Overwatch listed and not Overwatch 2.
That'd be interesting if they were just if they pulled it and they were like, "What? We told you we wouldn't pull Overwatch. We pulled Overwatch too."
It's like trying to pull something over on your on like your parents when you were younger
Yeah,
and they just didn't understand what was going on. You're like, "What? That's how it works."
but Overwatch 2 wasn't a new release. It was basically like just an update for Overwatch that just revamped the whole thing, right?
That is correct.
So
Yes, but it was treated as a release.
Yeah,
It is legitimately Overwatch 2 now.
yeah, I know. That's I don't know. I guess
I'm assuming there would have to be like legal language on the transition if it officially in if like I don't know, like I'm way out of my depths here, but like if it legally had changed its name to Overwatch 2, like it had to have, right?
yeah. Um so the I don't know. I said this when they bought Bethesda because everyone was like, well, what's the future of Bethesda games on like on other platforms and stuff like that. And that was a like a $7 billion acquisition. And I was telling people you don't spend $7 billion on something to put it everywhere. Like, and I'm gonna say it here too. Like $69 billion is a lot. That's a lot of money. So I think that we will see initially all the games will stay on this platform for I don't know. Like you'll have Call of Duty on PlayStation for like 10 more years. Like I'm sure they might do some sort of a deal with Sony, but I think like if you want to expand your player base and like your popularity on your platform, I think they should just make all of these games exclusive to Microsoft platforms. I think that's how they could grow to that 500 billion you were talking about.
But is that going to let them grow to 500 billion if
I mean, there's a lot of people who play Call of Duty, and
right? And how many? So I guess there'd have to be like in-depth research on how many people are going to buy an Xbox or invest in a PC that doesn't have one right now, as opposed to the revenue you're going to have share with PlayStation.
yeah, and I'm not smart enough to answer those questions. I'm just saying, like, I think I think short term they should
It
leave it
happened
on.
again.
I think
God
short term
damn
they
it.
should leave it on all platforms, but later on down the road, I think that could give them a competitive edge, like with new console hardware. Because if you have Call of Duty on your platform and you're the only
Okay, so I
platform you
have
have
the
it on there.
stream on, so I'm going to be a little delayed.
But yeah, if you have Call of Duty on your platform, then like that's a reason for people to buy into your system, you know?
Hey, you're back.
What a
Or I'm
shit
back.
what a shit show. I
What is going I don't understand what's going on.
know. That's strange.
Wow. This is we are noobs.
It's okay. This is only show number 4. We have plenty of time to not do this ever again. No,
You mean just in general? Just don't do this ever
no, no,
again?
no. Just the audio stuff.
Oh my gosh. It's you know what? I blame the update. I blame me going to uh
Windows 11.
Windows 11. It's been nothing but terrible since I've been on Windows 11. I can't hardwire my computer anymore. I have to be on wireless connection.
What?
Uh, yeah, I don't understand it.
Hmm,
I've updated drivers. I spent hours trying to figure it out, and I cannot figure it out. So, chat, if you know what's going on with my stuff, feel free to help me out. But I don't know what's going on.
that's crazy. I'm blaming Silk.
Damn it, Silk!
Hmm, I need someone to blame, and I think I'm just gonna blame him from now on. And
Just for everything.
for the rest, yeah, for like I'll stub my toe. I'm like, dang it, Silk.
Dang it, Silk. I think that I've covered just about everything that I thought was interesting. Oh, nope. There was like a little tidbit in there that I thought was interesting. The finance chief for Microsoft, her name is Amy Hood.
Yep.
Irrelevant, but they can sign off final approval for proposed deals up to $500 million.
Holy moly!
Above $500 million is when the board has an approval process.
Wow.
But $500 million is a lot. Now, I'm sure that it's not just a $500 million proposal comes across her desk and she gets to decide solely.
Yeah,
But still, without a board approval process for a $500 million proposal
that's
or a
a
$499 million proposal,
yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of power.
it's a lot of power. Ha! We're in a tight spot.
A lot of power. Um, so I want to kind of go back in time a little bit. Bobby Kotick, have you heard about him?
Yeah.
Um, he's set to leave once the deal closes. Based on the allegations of him fostering like a frat boy culture at Activision Blizzard,
Yep.
and I kind of want to see how that plays out if this deal doesn't go through. Because like,
That was yeah.
because either way, he's got to go, right?
100%, yes. You
And
can't. I mean, we all know what it means to foster a frat boy culture.
I don't.
Like,
I guess I don't understand like what the benefit to keeping him in the office. Because like, I mean, this has been going on for like kind of a long time now. Like they could have kicked him out a long time ago, you know. And I don't know how you go
uh,
about kicking a CEO out, but
there has to be a way. I mean,
yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
he's gotta get out of there. They can't. It blows my mind that he's still there. Period. So, I I guess it depends. Sadly enough, I guess it depends on where they want their constituencies to lie, because like it or not, here in America nowadays there are giant bases of people that will support you even if you do shitty things. So,
Yep. Not kidding. What?
god damn
Did
it.
it happen again? Not just in
Not
America?
just in America. Yes, that is correct. Maybe if I ramble on long enough, you my sound will come back for you.
Just keep going.
But yeah, I it's not ramble on. No, I think I'm done rambling. All right, Jamie, you take over. Hey, it worked.
That's funny.
That's funny right there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. We've covered just about everything I wanted to talk about too, and the whole audio thing kind of scattered my thoughts a lot.
F in the chat.
F in the chat. Hang on. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah,
Real nice.
just a little one. What the heck?
Did you even actually take a drink just then?
Yeah, I know. Yelling at me and everything. That's the tiniest
Llama's
sip.
empty.
Well, it's not very much. I gotta make sure it lasts. It's not a lot. Uh
Well, yeah, I don't. I think that overall, the deal is good for gaming. I think that they need to stop focusing so much on just Sony. I understand that COD is a big part of it, but there are other things in play. They could at least bring up as a side note. I think that the deal will end up going through,
I do too.
and I hope it does.
Me
And I
too.
hope and I hope they shut down Call of Duty.
Oh,
Too
that's
far?
that's
I,
I mean, you can think that, but that's never gonna happen.
yeah, I
Oh,
know.
that's one thing. I thought it was interesting. I forget who was saying it, but they were calling Call of Duty a unicorn in the industry, and how it just releases every single year, and it just sells millions of copies every single year and makes a, this much money every single year, blah 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 blah. And I was like, well, sure, but that's I don't know. I don't think it's a unicorn in the industry because there's plenty of games that every time they come out, I mean, like The Last of Us, like that game came out, it was a huge success. The sequel came out, huge success. Every God of War game that came out has been a huge success. Like it's just not on the scale of Call of Duty. You know, like there's other games that release and they just make buku bucks. It's just a different kind of games on a different scale. Just because they're the only first person shooter developer out there making, you know, that kind of that kind of game, and they're just pumping them out. But they also have 3 studios who are making, they're just pumping them out. So if a company like EA, if they had 3 development cycles for Dice, like I think that they could compete on a higher level.
Yes, I fully agree, and I just don't. I guess I don't get it with Call of Duty, but I don't have to, right? The billions of people that play it are the ones that have to get it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's all I have. Do you have anything you want to close with?
Nope. Tell your friends and family about us. Tell them to come and watch our. Oh, you gotta get your cheese head. You gotta go get your cheese head and put it on. uh, thanks for redeeming channel points. Casual gaming is a thing. That is 100%. Casual gaming is a thing.
I think that World of Warcraft players are casual gamers.
Uh, or hey, we got 20 seconds before an ad break, so everybody use the bathroom and hydrate, and then we'll be back with the to wrap everything up after this. Hey, we can keep talking for our subscribers.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
I like your cheesehead. I need to get something like that.
Yeah, too bad your fan base is garbage.
I don't have a fan base, remember?
Yeah, you do. Shut
I'm
up.
a I don't. You
Stop
think
it.
I'm kidding?
He's a
Dude,
free. I'm a freelance fan.
I am.
I'm a freelance fan.
I got rid of everything except for one thing that says Cleveland Browns on it in my house. Everything. I'm not kidding.
That seems a little
And the
extreme.
it does not. Go listen to episode 8 of Dad and Company podcast, and you will see how devoted I am to this cause.
Don't let him fool you, everybody. He's a Cincinnati fan now.
I'm not against Cincinnati. So it's been, yeah. So don't, I need something. I need something, some gimmick.
Here, take this.
It's a Wonka vision. It would have been hilarious if I had one and just just put it on. Oh, how'd he do that? Yeah, but we are going to update our schedule. My internet is supposed to be upgraded this week in the next 3 to 5 business days, depending on whenever they ship me my new equipment. So hooray for that.
Rumble truck just joined, so I had to show him the hat.
Rumble truck.
Rumble truck.
Rumble truck. So is Drummond not a Browns fan now? That is correct. That is correct, Rumble truck. I am no longer a Cleveland Browns fan. I never thought I'd see the day, but it happened. It happened, what, 2 years ago when they signed Deshaun Watson. But what are you going to do?
Nothing, I guess.
Follow follow all of our socials, hit up our TikTok, look at our YouTube shorts, engage with the community, join our Discord. Props on the new internet. Thanks, man. I really needed it. The moment they signed him. Yep, that is true. Uh, by the way, Rumble Truck, I will be down in your neck of the woods in 2 weeks. So if you wanna say hi while I'm in town, just hit me up on Discord. Just DM me on Discord. We can meet up. Speaking of Discord, if everybody wants to go over there and uh, join our Discord, put some questions in, get with the community. We also have new interactions. The other interaction is if you catch me playing Overwatch 2, you can actually pick my hero for a certain amount of time or until I get tired of playing that hero. So Jamie thought that would be a good idea, and I agreed with him because especially if I'm not playing ranked, then it's really not that big of a deal. So yeah, engage with the community. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free to your favorite streamer for 30 days. If you know anybody that wants to get in talking about video games, tell them to join our community.
Ooh, heck yeah, Rumble Truck. Thank you.
Rumble Truck. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. Hey, we're one step closer to our prime goal. One more prime sub or one more sub in general, and we will be at our goal. But hey, now you don't have to listen to our ads.
That's true. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
So, yep, subs don't have to listen to ads.
Yeah.
Yes, much appreciated, Rumble Truck.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That is very, very awesome. Thank you. But I think that other than all that, I'm out of things to say. What about you, Jamie?
I'm out of things to say as well.
Oh wow. Okay, well, until next time, everybody. Rumble Truck, thanks again, and thanks to all of our other subs. We really, really, really appreciate it. Thanks for the support, and we'll see you Tuesday. Are we streaming Tuesday?
Yep, Tuesday. We playing the blocky game.
The blocky game.
There's a few of them out. We'll let you choose which one. Just kidding. It's Minecraft.
LOL.
All right. Thanks for watching,
Everybody.
guys. Bye.